Back when Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out, the developers called it the final transformation of Assassin's Creed into an RPG, and it focused more on the action and less on stealth. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla is described by the developers as an RPG, with a welcome back to stealth. So, Valhalla is bringing more depth to stealth by introducing new features and bringing back some classical stealth mechanics with improvements. As stealth has always been one of the main Assassin's Creed pillars, the focus on it is one of the most exciting things about Valhalla. So, in this video, we break down everything we know so far about stealth in the game. Before going further, this video is sponsored by AFK Arena. It's free to play idle RPG with a unique art style where you can collect various heroes throughout the game and assemble a team of several heroes to fight enemies. It is having a crossover with Assassin's Creed. So, Ezio Auditor is now available as a playable character in AFK Arena. Ezio is donning his Brotherhood outfit, and in the game, he uses a variety of weapons such as sword, crossbow, dagger, and hidden blades to carry out melee and ranged attacks. Eagle Vision, Hidden Blade Assassinations, and Ezio's other iconic actions and movements have all been implemented excellently. AFK Arena is easy to get into, and it is simple yet enjoyable game. It can be played casually without too much effort, but it also has strategic depth. You can download the game for free from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to the video. In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can manually toggle your hood to blend into a crowd and go unnoticed. So, the hood is not just for a cosmetic purpose, like in previous games. Instead of putting up the hood, will turn on the stealth mode, in which the detection radius of enemies reduces drastically. The game has a new zone called Distrust Zone, displayed with orange color at the top of the HUD. While in the Distrust Zone, Eivor automatically puts on their hood as guards there can detect you faster than usual. Once detected, Eivor's hood automatically comes off. Valhalla is bringing back the social stealth concept from earlier games, meaning you can blend into crowds and interact with your surroundings to avoid detection. Social stealth is back because you are a Viking in hostile territory and thus needs to blend in. So, the game has this new mechanic called Disguise that will help you navigate and reach through stealth in certain guarded areas. The Hidden Blade is back in Valhalla after being absent from Odyssey, but it is not as hidden as it was used to, since Eivor wears it at the top of their wrist because they think it's a kick-ass weapon and must be flaunted to scare off enemies. Unlike in Origins and Odyssey, stealth kills in Valhalla are not gated by levels as with the advanced assassination skill. You can assassinate high-level targets with a timing-based attack. So, in Valhalla, you can one-shot kill anybody, even bosses. X-ray kills are a part of the gameplay, and these are not going to happen automatically, as you will be able to trigger them only if certain conditions are met. You can take out multiple targets with the chain assassination skill, which after performing an assassination, lets you throw an axe at the second NPC standing in close proximity. Another thing to help you in stealth is the classic Eagle Vision, which returns in Valhalla as Odin's Sight. Eivor can scan surrounding areas to spot enemies and other items of interest. You now have a Raven companion, Sunin, instead of an eagle. Sunin cannot tag enemies, but she can scout areas and briefly distract enemies to help Eivor assassinate enemies or sneak into settlements. The game has various destructible environments and structures that open up new stealth options and can be used against enemies. For example, windows can be broken to open new entry and exit points. You can take out enemies by destroying wooden platforms, oil jars, dropping heavy objects, etc. The Stealth Adrenaline skill is another new stealth gameplay element introduced in Valhalla. It grants you one adrenaline point when you successfully pickpocket an NPC in a restricted area. You can also do raids stealthily, and while in an assault, you can sneak to the other side of the gate and unlock it without ramming. Like Origins, enemies can detect you when you aim from a hiding spot like bushes or tall grasses. One of the small things that I disliked in Odyssey was auto-ejection from a haystack after performing a leap of faith. Thankfully, this feature is removed from Valhalla, so now you can hide in haystacks. Additionally, the game has other stealth options for Eivor, including the option to feign death and hide in bushes or tall grasses on rooftops. The game also has various ranged combat abilities and skills that you can use for stealth purposes. These includes the ranged poison strike ability, which makes your arrows poisonous, the Throne of Slumber ability, which puts targets to sleep, the guided arrow skill, which lets you adjust an arrow's trajectory as it flies, and the emergency aim skill, which snaps your aim to the enemy as they detect you, giving you an opportunity to quickly kill them and remain undetected. That's everything we know so far about stealth in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Some of the gameplay footage used in this video are from Access The Animus, Dantics, jayvee, OrcCorp, PC Gamer, PrestigeIsKey, Paper Shotgun and SixKeys. So check out their YouTube channels for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla videos. Links are in the description. I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, AFK Arena. As mentioned before, there is a crossover between AFK Arena and Assassin's Creed. So, Ezio Auditor is now available as a player character in the game. AFK Arena has been downloaded more than 10 million times on the Google Play Store, where it currently sits at 4.6 out of 5 stars rating with over 2 million user scores. On the Apple App Store, the game has 4.7 out of 5 star score. You can download the game for free from the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. The link is in the description.